G'day guys, Wazzy here from What's Up Down Under. I'm here at a very exciting occasion here at Purpleline in Braeside, Victoria. I'm here with Jonathan Harrison, who's the owner and founder of Purpleline in Australia. How are you?
Very well, nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
We're here for an exciting launch because obviously the Australian market's quite different to the rest of the world. And you guys have a caravan mover that's being built specifically for caravans in Australia. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
We have indeed, yes. We started 13 years ago with a jockey wheel mounted mover, and it evolved to a chassis mounted mover, but we identified for the Australian market, especially with the new J-Tech suspension out recently.
On the J-codes, for those who want to know what we're talking about. There's all this technical stuff, mate, these technical blokes.
Yeah. Well, we identified that an axle mounted system is the way to go for Australian conditions and your Australian products over here.
Yeah. So I noticed that, I mean, obviously J-co's a massive brand in Australia. They're about 45% of the market or something like that. So it was obviously a pretty good move to build something that's going to cater for half the market. But you also, I noticed that you've also got the AK model, which is for the Elco suspension. Tell us a little bit about that side of it, because that's going to be a little bit more regular on the other caravans.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we noticed that caravans in Australia, much rougher, tougher conditions, off-road conditions, ground clearance is a big thing. So we introduced a plug-and-play system, so you can detach the motors. It's axle mounted.
Did I notice you called it an ego? Ego. Is that the cater for the ego of people? Just checking it. Yeah.
It's ego is.
Well, it's either I or E nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah. But it's an electric system, and it does what it says on the tin. You can go with an ego. So
go with an ego. I like that. I've got, everyone out here knows that I've got a bit of an ego. So explain the whole plug and play thing, because so basically you can put it on and then just take it off or swap it onto the other trailer or whatever. Explain that to me, because that was a little confusing from my perspective. Like, how do you power it? How does it work?
Yeah, the product evolution started with boat trailers in Australia that we started working on first. And unlike a caravan where you have a leisure battery fitted as standard, a boat trailer doesn't have that. So we started working on this idea for boat trailers, and coincidentally at the same time as our Australian company working on boat trailers in Europe, European caravans, non-UK based vans, so in Holland, Germany, Denmark and the like, they don't have leisure batteries fitted as standard, so they had the same issue. So we developed the plug and play system, whereby all the electronics, the charging system and the battery power is in a portable case, which you connect to the motors when you need to maneuver your caravan, and it overcomes all the installation issues, and it means that you can...
Because that's right, a lot of people have been intimidated by that, like, oh, we've got to go through the fuss of this and we've got to put it on, and so this is just an easy way to do it.
Yeah, overcomes all of those issues, and it means that you've always got power primed, ready for your caravan mover, so you never get caught out. Or
you're halfway through a manoeuvre and it's run out of batteries. You know?
Exactly,
so the caravan mover itself, this just basically grips onto the axle. You plug it in, and you're done. So can you drive with it, or do you need to take it off as you go, or how does it work?
You can drive with it, but the big benefit of this is to reduce the laden weight in the trailer, in the caravan itself. So you can detach the motors, increases ground clearance, and reduces the weight that you're towing around with you, puts less strain on the caravan, and overall it's a winner.
Well, because I've noticed that it is pretty easy, it is pretty compact, so people can just put it in the back of the car. It's and then of course when you need it, you just lift up the boot, rip it out, chuck it in.
And not all people need to use it when they're touring around. Quite often it's for tight, close manoeuvres when they're at home on their home driveway. So you could, it is designed so you can pop them on, change it between different trailers that you may have at home as well.
Yeah.
So you only need one set of motors and all your trailers are covered.
Well, and obviously a lot of people like the Caravan movers because they do call it the marriage saver, so there's the opportunity for people to not have to have fights with the wife, as I'm sure plenty of people who are listening to this agree with. So I think it's a fantastic thing. I guess what's the next big thing for you guys from the Caravan mover perspective, because you guys aren't going to stop here, are you? You'll find you guys are going to keep accelerating and finding better ways to do it.
Yeah, exactly. We've had a 13-year evolution of the product, refining it and continuous improvement, and we've got many ideas up our sleeves that are under development at the moment, and I think the direction Caravan movers are probably going to go is with lithium batteries. To reduce weight further.
Yeah.
The cold cranking power of that technology has really improved over the last few years, so that can reduce weight further. I think weight saving.
Well, that's important on a Caravan because, I mean, it's all about tow vehicles and how that's going to affect your drive and when you're going places. So I think that's fantastic. So, but lithium batteries, that seems to be something I hear more and more of nowadays when it comes to recreational vehicles of any kind, whether they be boats or caravans. Do you feel that's the case because you're obviously overseas and on the pulse?
Yes, it certainly is. So solar energy.
Not that we want everyone else to be doing it. We've got to corner the market.
Solar energy and how do you harvest that energy? Put it in lithium packs. Tesla cars. So the automotive industry are embracing it, and the caravan industry as well. Yeah. So that's my prediction. Yeah. In a few years' time.
Lightweight, more power.
Exactly.
And why wouldn't you? Exactly. So, so one last thing I wanted to talk about was the 4th birthday celebrations in Australia. What took you so long? If this has been evolving for 13 years, how come it took you 9 years to get to Australia?
Yeah, indeed. Well, my company's
We've needed you, Jonathan.
My company's an organically grown company, and we're not leveraged heavily or indebted, so we invest back what we make back into the company, and the Australian market was always on the horizon for us. But we had to get to a certain stage before we could do it.
You probably had to find the right people too in Australia. Like I know you've got Malcolm Hill. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And which is fantastic. So, Wilson, happy birthday. That's really
good, man. Thank you very much.
For people who want to find out more, you can visit purpleline.com.au. Stay up to date with all the fantastic developments that they've got in these awesome products. They do a lot of things, so check that out online. And thanks again, Jonathan. I know that you're not far off getting on a plane to go back to the UK, mate, but thanks for sparing the time for us. What's up,